All right, so I got to this from the Daily Paul. It's from tarpley.net. It's kind of an interesting chronicalization of the situation between the United States and Pakistan. And it's something I haven't really read anywhere else. U.S. Pakistan near open war. Chinese ultimatum warns Washington against attack. From Webster G. Tarpley, May 20th, 2011. China has officially put the United States on notice that Washington's planned attack on Pakistan will be interpreted as an act of aggression against Beijing. This blunt warning represents the first known strategic ultimatum received by the United States in half a century, going back to Soviet warnings during the Berlin crisis of 1958 to 1961, and indicates the grave danger of general war growing out of the U.S. Pakistan confrontation. Any attack on Pakistan would be construed as an attack on China. Responding to reports that China has asked the U.S. to respect Pakistan's sovereignty in the aftermath of the bin Laden operation, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zhang Yu used a May 19th press briefing to state Beijing's categorical demand that the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Pakistan must be respected. According to Pakistani diplomatic sources cited by the Times of India, China has, quote, warned in unequivocal terms that any attack on Pakistan would be construed as an attack on China. This ultimatum was reportedly delivered at the May 9th China U.S. Strategic Dialogue and Economic Talks in Washington, where the Chinese delegation was led by Vice Prime Minister Wang Qishan and State Councilor someone else. Chinese warnings are implicitly backed up by that nation's nuclear missiles, including an estimated 66 ICBMs, some capable of striking the United States, plus 118 intermediate range missiles, 36 submarine launched missiles, and numerous shorter range systems. Support from China is seen by regional observers as critically important for Pakistan, which is otherwise caught in a pincers between the U.S. and India. If U.S. and Indian pressure continues, Pakistan can say China is behind us. Don't think we are isolated. We have a potential superpower with us. Okay, I don't have time to read this whole thing. I'll try to put the linkage below. But it's an interesting thing to read this. And the more I start watching what's going on, the more you can't help but feel that Obama wants war, and is seeking it, and those like him. And that we very much are. It's kind of like if you're watching a movie, to where, it's the story of the soldier who's going to be king one day, and he loves his nation, but he has to choose between choosing between his nation or killing his king. That whole, and that's kind of where we're at as a country because it's so frustrating reading this, and it's just, when they talk about the sovereignty of Pakistan being respected, and it's just like, what have we become? What are we now? We're now the aggressor, and that's really what's so frustrating in all this. It's like no one realizes what side we're on. All this fear mongering over, a lot of people in the media, they act like China is something to fear. Well, you know what? China does not, they're not interventionists like we are in a military sense. They don't go around the world with wars of aggression. We do. And when you start thinking like that, it opens your eyes and you realize how screwed up things are. And what is it? China wants to probably go back on a gold silver standard. And so it's like a lot of what we've been taught to believe about America is backwards. Everything's screwed up. And now we just happen to have a president with the last name of Obama in the midst of all of this. You can't help but wonder, what's going to happen here. I would not surprise me at all if we get involved in effectively a world war after this situation. See ya.